Was that you?
No, was that
Good morning. You know, I had a friend, she decided to make this for me because she said you wave your arms all the time and you look like you have wings. So there. That was beautiful. Thank you. And I love the I am too. Oh, this is fun today. So, we are living in a time where meteorites are just flying around. Are all of you aware of that? Well, anyway, they're flying around the heavens, but they're landing on Earth. And November is a month where they are really, really having fun. So have you heard of the woman in Golden, British Columbia? Her name is Ruth Hamilton. And she lived near the little town where I was raised in Cranbrook, British Columbia. And a meteorite crashed through her roof and landed on the pillow next to her. And it was exhausted. So anyway, but can you imagine what a trauma that would be, unless you were so in the now and you just saw that, it's just a little one, it's only 2 pounds. But anyway, there's thousands of these cosmic projectiles that are just hurtling to Earth, but somehow they're polite and they don't seem to hurt anybody. So that's nice. But anyway, none of them have come as close as they did to Ruth. So this is a good time for me to segue into sin. So I'm going to hold this up here because sin, which is the false judgments we have, feelings of rejection, feelings of resentment and betrayal. Look at that little eye. It's where that little eye, I want you to take a look at that. The head is not attached to the body. It's just out there waving around. And that is our problem, if we're experiencing any of that negativity, it's because we're operating from the little eye that hasn't got its head attached to anything. Okay, so and now it is in separation, looking for something to attach itself to. Anybody, anything. So no matter how many self-help books it reads, it still feels separated. How many times it finds some new magnificent potion and elixir, and it still feels separated. And it's looking for oneness. But instead, it just feels this tremendous separation. A separated life is a judgmental life. It's a life of self-pity, disappointment, and feelings of unworthiness. And look it has nothing to stand on. That little eye just topples around because it's just, look at that. It just has no foundation at all. Now you can see the problem. Okay. So a separated life is a judgmental life, isn't it? It is reactive, it's weak, it is shaken and moved by appearances of all kind. It gets into disappointment and rejection, and it feels sorry for itself, always looking to be attached to something. But when we turn to the I am, take a look at this. Jake? We're going to look at our golden I am. That is the Christ within us. That is, now, look at that. Look at the foundation. Look, it's attached. It's attached. It's absolutely incredible. Amanda did that for me. So it has a foundation, the head is attached to the body, and so it isn't toppling over. And it's not looking for something in this world to attach itself to, because it's complete, it's sufficient, sustained, it is strong, and the head is the mind and the life of the Christ within us. We are the body of this life. And when our eye is single, our whole body is just filled with light. God said to Moses, he said, I am that I am. And he said, you shall say to the children of Israel, I am hath sent you. And then he said, this is my name forever. And the Israelites felt that the name was so sacred, it was so holy, so powerful, that they must not ever say it. It must remain sacred, so they gave the name 4 letters, YHWH, and it's not pronounceable. There's no vowels in it. So they used the words Jehovah and Yahweh to speak of God and to give them something that they could pronounce. YHWH is the Hebrew alphabet, Yod He Vav He. Have you all heard of that? It means I am that I am. And it's so powerful. The Yod is part of the alphabet, the He, the Vav, the He, and each one of those letters, you know, the Hebrew alphabet, I've studied it a great deal, and it is the most powerful alphabet. Oh my goodness. Maybe it's because it was spoke by Jesus and all the prophets, but it has encodings within it that are tremendously powerful. So when you say Yod He Vav He, and you can get on YouTube and you can find chants that are just going on with that, it is tremendously powerful. So they chanted this often, and they felt that their lives took on prosperity and health and great harmony. The I am that I am was only used in sacred ceremonies for hundreds of years. And the name brought to them, when they were in these ceremonies, it brought to them great wisdom and immortality. They definitely knew that they lived longer lives. The Hebrew feeling was that the name was too holy to say, so they came out with all these attributes that would describe the name. The Israelites knew the power of the name of Jehovah, so they would chant. These are the songs that they sang. They would sing Jehovah Kadash. And that means, but they wouldn't say this part, I am that sanctifies. Jehovah Shalom, the I am of peace. Jehovah Shammah, the I am is present. Jehovah Jireh, the I am is our provision. Jehovah Nisi, the I am is love. Jehovah Kin, the I am will establish. Jehovah Rahi, the I am is our shepherd. And Jehovah Rapha, I am, is the healer. Now, this is so powerful as the Hebrews knew that the I am that I am were the unspeakable, powerful words that were so holy that they could not utter them. But look how powerful the scriptures are when we use this I am. This truly is the pearl of great price. The I am is my shepherd, I shall not lack. He restores my soul, and I am leads me in the paths of virtue for his name's sake. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of I am that I am forever. This is the secret place of the Most High. Charles Fillmore says, I am is our spiritual identity. The I am being God, and man his offspring is also I am. This is the indwelling love, the life, the wisdom eternally in the divine mind of I am. I am is eternal, without beginning or ending. It is the true spiritual man made in his image. This to me is so vitally exciting that this I am that I am actually is living within us to give us wisdom, provision, everything that we would ever need. And when we know this, I am is within us as the loving, perfect presence, life becomes glorious, more magnificent, more abundant. And we find the only adversity that we ever have in our life is using the I am in vain. The Lord's Prayer says, hallowed be his name. It begins to feel jarring inside of your soul when you hear people say, I am sick, I'm weak, I am no good, I am guilty, I am deaf, I'm going deaf, I'm going blind. Can you feel that? Doesn't it feel just yucky? The vibration of it is so low. I am that I am is a name that magnetizes the goodness and the allness of God to us. If we're made in the image and likeness of God, we would naturally receive his name. We want to keep the name immaculate. I am that I am awakens the spirit of majesty in us, and glory and splendor, authority and boldness, intelligence. It is believed that the Magi, the great wise men that brought valuable gifts to Jesus Christ, and they traveled a long distance to do that, but they knew that the I am that I am would operate mightily in this man-child. And they were coming to recognize that, to come into agreement with it, and to be able to know it in their hearts and their minds when they looked at him. They brought gifts of gold that represent the riches of the I am spirit. And then they brought frankincense, which is the beauty of the I am. They brought myrrh, which is the eternalness of the I am. So the I am has its power and life in heaven, and its home is in the realm of God. Charles Fillmore said, man identifies himself with that which he attaches his I am to, and whatever he identifies himself with, that he manifests. Hitch your I am to the star of Christ, and infinite joy will follow as night the day. That's what he said. And I love what Emma Curtis Hawkins said. Now, do all of you know Emma Curtis Hawkins, who she was? This was written over 100 years ago. And you know that she was actually one of the teachers of Charles Fillmore. And she said, thou also hast lifted me up high above those that rose up against me. O high and lofty one, inhabiting eternity, clothing thyself with thine own omnipresence, omnipotence, and omniscience, as like a garment that's hiding thy goodness and majesty in your unspeakable name. I know thou art, I know your name of power and glory, and I must address to thee is, I am that I am. You gave me the breath of everlasting life. You feed me manna for my fadeless substance. Your name holds me with tenderness and lifts me high above all pitfalls of any human destiny. Just meditating upon this name is like opening the door to great wisdom. And the sparks from this name ignite the soul. And there's a burning off of old veils and films and the mist that sometimes is in our life. But I will tell you, and I could guarantee you, that if you meditated upon this I am that I am, that you would find the veils disappearing. You would find that there may be people coming to you that need your forgiveness. And where did they even come from? But there they are. And it's because you're operating from the highest realm of your identity. So Jesus Christ knew the great power of the I am. And one of the most powerful words that he spoke was, I am the resurrection and the life. He was saying, let me raise you up above sense to the spiritual consciousness that you really are, where you can also, through the I am within you, overcome and be victorious. Our bodies are to be conformed to his body of glory. There is a time for us to realize our resurrection is nigh, that we're dwelling in the whole being, in spirit and soul and body, and that we're completely being lifted by the regenerating power of God, this I am that is within us. The I am Christ, this Yahweh, this love, becomes who we are. Saying I am the resurrection and life purifies our thoughts, but it also purifies your bloodstream. It raises the substance of glory to the highest center in the pineal gland. This is from Charles Fillmore, according to him. I like what he says. When using the name consciously, I am, will find that his mind is flooded with inspiration, new ideas, maybe new inventions. And you will live in gratitude. You will live in such a thankful spirit. One can even have inspiration to lift and bless all mankind when you're operating from this beautiful name that you've inherited. With any problem that you think you have, repeat the powerful statement that Jesus gave to us: I am the resurrection and the life. Just do it 3 times, and it will just absolutely blow your mind. There have been instances where people in the hospital unable to move or walk, and after saying this statement, they have transformed their abilities. In the history of mankind, there has never been a more powerful statement than I am the resurrection and your life. The moment you express I am the resurrection and your life, feeling it with gratitude, it creates a force field of completeness throughout your body, your mind, your soul, and your environment. Your whole field changes. We cannot overestimate the statement. It is without limit as to the radiance and the glory that it can produce in our lives. Another ancient powerful statement is Jehovah I am, all peace on every side. He that looketh toward me doth everywhere behold me. I love that. It's very, very ancient. Maybe I should do it one more time. Okay? All right. So, Jehovah I am, all peace on every side. He that looketh toward me doth everywhere behold me. I am will hasten it. Remember that consciously living and saying I am is life enhancing, but the secret ingredient to meditating upon it is your gratitude. When you say and feel I am, you release the springs of eternal everlasting life to flow unhindered to you. And when you say I am and describe negativity concerning yourself, you actually are shutting the door to this wonderful, mystical, mighty life force of the I am presence. And you've experienced that. I've sure experienced it. When you become negative and you're saying I am this and I am that, which is negative, you can feel it just like a wall has entered. This mighty life force of the I am presence, there's only one thing in this universe that can surround you with limitation and poverty, difficult relationships, and it is this accepting the outer appearances instead of the mighty presence of the I am. We all know that one, don't we? Anyway, do not let your attention get fixed on what you do not want. Fears, doubts, suspicions, anger are powerful feelings, and these feelings seem to neutralize the force of I am. And the I am so quickly could bring the fulfillment of whatever is needed. In the Lord's Prayer, it says, hallowed be thy name. Hebrew means, that hallowed means sanctified, sacred name. It means character and authority. And in Zechariah, it says, they shall call on my name, I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, I am is my God. Jesus referred to himself as I am, and he kept the I am of his life holy. He said, I am the door of the sheepfold. I am come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly. He said, I am from above. He said, I am the light of the world. He said, I am the way, the truth, the life. Let Jehovah whisper to you, I am that I am. Let me just pour my spirit out upon you. I love the scripture in Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, but if we put the I am in it, it's really powerful. Trust in I am with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge I am, and your path will be directed. And I love what Mother Mary said. She said, my soul magnifies I am, and my spirit rejoices in the I am that I am. Knowing the I am is your identity as one and the I am of God. You've entered the open door to heavenly realms. And Jesus said, I am the open door. If anyone enters, they will go in and out and find salvation. So we want to contemplate as often as possible the mighty active presence of God. I'm going to do a meditation now. And this meditation is on the back table that you can take it home with you. And I want to tell you that I gave this meditation to Grace over the phone, and she did it without any mistakes. That is just amazing. So it was just, you're amazing. Okay, so just close your eyes, please, and we're going to enter into this beautiful I am presence. Just relax and embrace. Come into this beautiful presence. I am embraced by the love, the beauty, peace, and radiance of God our Father and Divine Mother. I am expressing unfailing love, beauty, and wisdom in thought, word, and action. I am drawing from this abundance of spirit, unlimited riches for an abundant, joyous life as I fulfill my purpose. I am guided moment by moment to a greater awareness of my loving oneness with the presence of God. I am recognizing the gracious beauty, power, and glory of God everywhere and in everyone, and as my own being. I am living and moving and having my being in divine love, truth, and peace. I am maintained and sustained by Father, Mother God, as I experience only completeness in what I see and what I am. I am the love, abundant life, and enlightened truth that ever was or will be, and it is here now. I am the express image and likeness of God as spirit, love, and life. And I am so thankful for this magnificent and glorious life. Thank you. And the miracle is, we have a miracle, real miracle. As we live in the I am that I am, we're no longer living from that unstable little I with no head attached. The I becomes an O, and we become sons of God. Isn't that amazing? Thank you.